Welcome back from the break. Some of the women who spent time at this prison include the likes of Fatima Mier, as well as Umama Nomzamo Madikizela Mandela. They gave their very best to ensure that all of society, including women and members of the LGBTIQA+ community, have access even to the world of entrepreneurship. One such woman that's taken advantage of the opportunities garnered to her is Makhosazana Kunene, who is the founder of Mpilwenhle Healthcare Consulting. She sat down with us. Take a look.
Sanibonani and welcome back from the break. I'm sitting with Makhosazana Kunene, who is the Managing Director of Mpilwenhle Healthcare Consulting. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pearl.
I think before singing with business, you just tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, igama lami Makhosazana Kunene. I grew up in Durban.
Okay.
Ladysmith to be more specific.
Okay.
I come from Sikweche, and that's where Kunene people originate. But I've spent a lot of my early childhood in Durban.
Okay.
So my primary education, I did it at Tolamanta High School. Then I moved to Vuiswamtolo in G section. Then I moved back to Ladysmith. That's where I got my matric.
Okay.
Yes. After that, I went and studied. I've gone through all the stages of health because I started by doing a diploma at King Edward Hospital.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Then I went and did my BTech degree at DUT. When I was there, I think when I was at King Edward doing my practical, I realized that my patients amaningi, they frequently come to the hospital for the same problem. Then when you try to ask them, for instance, when you see a woman, I used to work Kakani, women come with their pelvic inflammatory diseases. And then when you ask her, but Mama, last time we spoke about this, why are you here again? And then she will say, hey, but sister, ngiyasaba ukukhuluma nomkhwena wami ukuthi asebenzise condom.
Sure.
Then I realized that no, a lot needs to be done to educate at community level, which then I decided to go and study community health nursing and specialize in it. So while I was doing my degree in community health, I read more about occupational health and I started developing interest in this field because for me this was a new field that was talking to health in the workplace. I then saw a link because when you look at workers spend more time in the workplace, and that's where you find men. You never find men in the community because men most of the time are at work. It is a new thing that now we've got both equally men and women being in the workplace. Then I thought with occupational health, surely we can be able to reach this segment of men and be able to educate them. So I completed both occupational health and a degree in community health nursing. So my first job was with the Durban municipality.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, so you go to get experience in order for you to start your business.
Okay, I've worked municipality, I've worked at Aspen, even though I spent a short time. I've also worked at VETS.
Okay.
Yes.
And I heard also go by CEO.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit about that?
Oh, okay. In 2015, I was selected as one of the beneficiaries of Albertina Susulu Foundation.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then that was a partnership between the government of South Africa, Harvard University, and the University of Pretoria. And the overall objective was to grow the leadership capability of healthcare professionals here in South Africa. So yes, I'm a beneficiary, and as one of the requirements, we were expected also to apply the skills that we've learned in the leadership program.
And how did that experience help you business?
Yes. Thank you so much for asking. I was still trying to answer the CEO part.
Okay.
Yes,
sorry about
just
that.
Around that time while I was just enrolled in the program, I then thought with the experience that I'm having and the qualifications that I have, it would be nice to match it. You understand, that to get an opportunity where you can apply all the skills that I've learned. Then I applied for a CEO position. Yes, I was a CEO of AIDS Consortium.
That's good.
And during that time when I was a CEO of AIDS Consortium, I got to participate at the South African National AIDS Council. And I was also nominated as a deputy chair of the NGO sector.
Wow.
Yes, leading 450 community-based organizations, and which actually influence the company, which is your corporate social investment of Mpilwenhle, the South African Institute on Compliance and Governance, because during that time I got to understand that the NGOs are actually doing beautiful work in community, but they can improve the work that they can do if they can be supported to run their companies and actually adhere to governance protocols. So yes, ngicabanga ukuthi abasebenzi fanele ba-conscientizwe bese sesikoleni ngo-health and safety. Akungabi into eqala uma ngabe usu-employed, because you cannot demand into ongayazi. So in terms of the expectation, what you need to expect in the workplace, I think we do need to educate our young people before they even start working. It should be part of the preparation of them for going to work. And then they also need to take responsibility, health yabo, safety yabo in the workplace. Communities also, they work, seeing maybe, let me just say, construction work going on, but with no, you understand, the adherence to protocol. They also need to be aware how should work be done, so that when it's not done appropriately, they can actually challenge that. Looking at what our government can do is actually monitoring and evaluation. I think they do need to monitor companies, because a number of times if companies are monitor, when there is no monitoring, companies they do get away with murder. I think also our systems needs to be improved. For instance, we've got the Compensation for Occupational Health and Safety Act, which actually says when you are an employer, you need to be able to make sure that your employees are registered with the compensation fund. But when abasebenzi bengakwazi lokho, uthi mangabe selahlelo umsebenzi ehambile, ethola ukuthi uyagula, enisifo esimphethe isifo asithole emsebenzini, aluze kulawo ma-benefits. So I think awareness, it needs to happen a lot in terms of qwashisa abantu, public in general, and also nama-employees. You understand?
All right. And then uhulumeni anga-intervene kanjani ukusizeni company yakho ke manje?
Yes. A company.
How do you think ukuthi government can help your business succeed?
I really do need access to finance. You understand? Because when you say uzo actually build a business, ngokuthi uzo hireisha, sometimes when you are ufunela ukuthi uhambe uyosebenza ngaso sikhathi to get lawo equipment, if uhireisha, which is one of the means being sebenza ngakhona, you sometimes ube challenge uwathola. And the expectation from the industry ukuthi before bakunika umsebenzi, to reduce the risk, bafuna ukubona ukuthi unazo lezi zinto in place. So ngicabanga ukuthi kungasiza ukuthi access funding, ukwazi ukuthi uthole ama equipment okwenza umsebenzi.
Sure. So being umuntu wesifazane in a male and white dominated industry, imapha ama challenges usohlangabezana nawo?
I-trust. Yeah, I think i-trust ukuthi ungabeka isandla sokuthi usafe esandleni somuntu wesifazane. I think the currency trust is very, very serious. There's that doubt, there are a lot of doubts. Ngempela uyawazi lo msebenzi, you understand? So I think ile challenge unayo.
Is it? All right. Bese i-advice ongakwazi ukuthi unikeze mhlambe ama-entrepreneurs abukele emakhaya, whether they're female, they're young, they're black, whoever's watching at home, ungabatshela ungathini nje kubona?
Ngicabanga ukuthi uma unesifiso sokuthi ube i-entrepreneur, ube usomabhizinisi ozimele, ku-important ukuthi uqale usemncane, mhlawumbe usesesikoleni, ukuthi wenze i-research, uthole ulwazi ngaleyo industry ofuna ukuthi ube usomabhizinisi wakhona. Because ezinye izinto ithatha isikhathi eside, for instance where you need licensing, so you need to be fully prepared. Yeah, I think it's important. So wenze i-research yakho, ufind out, and then ukwazi ukuthi ubuke ama-timelines ukuthi le business engifuna ungena kuyona kuzofuneka ngenzeni iqala before ngikwazi ukuthi ngifike la sengikwazi khona ukuthi ngakhe imali. Okwesibili ukungasheshi increase ama cost anga-aid i-value kwi-business yakho. You need to be looking at how can I start a business ngale ndlela ukuthi ngehlise ama-cost okwenza i-business but still ngiproduce umsebenzi oyi-quality, because I think it's important that ukukhombisa kwakho ubuild i-confidence ukuthi umsebenzi wakho ube good but ama-cost wona utry ngawo wonke amandla ukuthi walento. Also ama-association, ama-business, networking is very important, because that's where uzothola khona abanye abantu asebehambe le ndlela ufuna ukuthi uyihambe and then ungathola ukuthi ufunde kubona.
So ababukele emakhaya bafuna ukuxhumana nawe bangakuthola kanjani sisi?
Okay, i-email yethu Mpilwenhle ithi admin@mkhealthconsulting. So ungasithola kulo email. I-website yethu is www.mpilwenhle.healthcareconsulting.co.za. I-number yami is 0112340013. I-cell number yami is 083 260 3011.